Yeah, Slakia, we're back. I had to do something. But this is Second Ezra chapter 2, verse, I'm going to start at 20. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken and the weak, laugh not a lame man to scorn. So these are parables, basically saying, give the truth unto your people. Wake up the rest of the elect. You see? Do right to the widow, because what Jake and the world, they don't know their husband. They think the Most High is dead. You even got Jake that say that. God is dead. Because of all the hell they're catching, they don't think it's a holy divine power that sees all that. They don't think a high power is doing that to them. You see, judge for the fatherless. Hey, you see Jake. Jake is the ones that are raised up without their fathers. The so-called black and Hispanic household. Our fathers are barely there. We know, which is one of the curses in Deuteronomy. It says what the father, he's gonna leave his children. Because Esau, he just twisted Jake's minds up. To put a Jake in the predicament to where, they don't even want to raise their children. You see, so you gotta, give your people the truth to let them know why that happens, you see? And it says, give to the poor, which is this truth. This truth is the riches, you see? What happened to Peter when he was in the temple and this lame man asked him for money? He said, I don't have any money for you, but I'm gonna give you what I got, which is the truth. And it says, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. Yeah, we gotta clothe Jake with this word. You see, put on that beautiful garment to Jerusalem, this word, letting them know, they're Israelites, they have to stop sinning, stop eating abominable foods, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, change your mind. Don't set your mind up in this world, because it's going to be destroyed soon. And it says, heal the broken and the weak, left not a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind men come into the sight of my clearness, which we were blind in the world, you see. But the Most High gave us, his light, arise and shine, you see. So he gave us his word for us to shine. We see the light, you see. So we got to make other Israelites know about this light, that the Most High gave us, you see, because Jake is in darkness. So it says, keep the old and young within thy walls. Wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, which is what? Putting a dead body to rest, because if there's a dead body, if it's not buried, then it's not at rest. You see, that's a horrific way, to go out. Here it is, you die and you don't got nobody, that cared enough for you to bury you. You just as dung upon the face of the earth. You see, so it says, whatsoever thou findest the dead, which Jake is dead. It says our dead bodies is gonna lie in the streets of the great city, which is so-called Sodom and Egypt. Revelation 11 and I believe 8. You see? So take them and bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. So us doing this work is going to have us inherit the first place in the resurrection, which is going to be what? Dominion with Yahweh Shai, eternal dominion over the whole universe. You see? What's the other one I have? Okay, Luke 13 and 28. Let's get that. Luke 13 and 28, and it says, it says, but he shall say, no, that's 27, and it says, verse 28, Luke 13 and 28, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of Yahweh, and you yourselves thrust out. Yeah, because 2/3 they're gonna be ashamed, because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and the prophets, they're all part of the 144,000 the chosen. You see, so Jake that did not take heed to their words, they're gonna be ashamed. You see, they're gonna be weeping and gnashing their teeth, because, hey man, it's gonna be so overwhelming. Your emotions are gonna overwhelm you, because here it is, you being a rebellious knucklehead ass nigga. You don't want to acknowledge the word of the Lord, and he kills you and still decides to have mercy on you. You see, you're gonna think and know that you don't deserve it. You see, so that's why you're gonna be tormented in your mind for a little period. You see, and you yourself thrust out by the way of those missiles. And it says, and they shall come from the east and from the west and from the north and from the south, and shall sit in the kingdom of Yahweh. And behold, there are last which shall be first, and there are first which shall be last. So we're last now. We're at the bottom of the society, first and foremost, because we're Israelites, but the elect, they're on a lower position than the rest of the nation of Israel. You know, I'm not talking about as far as spiritually. I'm talking about as far as us catching hell, you know, because, you know, most of us, you know, well, all of us, you know, we catch the hell mostly mentally, you know, just, you know, trying to do righteousness in a wicked kingdom, you know. Here it is, you know, you try to follow the laws, you know, you try to be godly, you know, and here it is, a sodomite walk by you, man, you know. That shit boils the spirit, man, you know, that's hell, you see. So we're the last, you know. So they are first, they are last which shall be first. So we're going to inherit that first dominion. And they are first which shall be last. So the Jakes, the celebrities, so-called celebrities of Jake, man, you know, they receive their consolation. And they're going to be ashamed in the kingdom because they're going to be last, you see. They're going to remember all their wicked deeds, you know, and how they didn't want to humble and come back to their power and how it was not worth it, you see. What's the next one? John 5:27. This is John 5:28. It says, marvel not at this, for the hour is coming, in the which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice, which the ones that are in the graves is the dead, you know, which is, you know, Jake, the nation of Israel. You know, before we knew about this truth, before we woke up to this word, you know, we were in the graves, but we heard the voice of our shepherd. Because why? The sheep of Yahweh Shah know his voice and follow him whithersoever he goes. You see? So it says, and he shall come forth, and shall come forth they that have done good unto the resurrection of life. So the first dominion, you know, the ones that's doing good, you know, that's turning our people to righteousness, you know, we're going to inherit the resurrection of life, you know, the new bodies that we're going to inherit, you know, and everlasting rulership, you know, in the kingdom. And it says, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. Because Jake, 2/3, they're not going to partake of that. They're going to have to die first, you know, by the way of the missiles. And they're going to have to be reborn as babies of the elect, you know. And they're going to be damned, you know. Well, they're going to be blessed, but, you know, they're going to be ashamed, you know, of the condemnation that they had, you know, because of their ill doings. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12. Verse, what's it here? This is Daniel chapter 12, verse, I'm going to start at 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So those are going to be the 2/3. They're going to be ashamed, you see, because they're the ones that give up Yahweh Shai to the Romans. So they're going to be ashamed of that, you know. They're going to be greatly ashamed, because here it is, the same man that you betrayed to get put to death. You know, here it is the same one that's bringing you the salvation, you see. And it says, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. So there's going to be the elect, because we're the ones, you know, Lord willing, with the elect, we're the ones, you know, turning Jake to righteousness, you know, teaching transgressors, teaching Jake about their transgressions and to return from them, you see. So we're going to shine brighter than the rest of the nation, you know, Lord willing. Yeah, that's it on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that, you know. So I'm going to end the video now, you know. Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahshua for giving me the Hakodash to do this video. Double honors to my apostles and my elders at Great Millstone that give me this truth and all this purity, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.